use existing inventory tools at the dealer level, so they don't have to relearn anything.
Of course.
If they've got Viato or Vin Solutions or any of those major companies that most dealers have today to manage their inventory, all we recommend is that they put their inventory in their pipeline, all of their inventory, instead of separating the cars like they do today. Typically, you look at a wholesale car and you say, put that in the wholesale row, and you don't market it. So imagine if you did, and instead of 5 days or 10 days going by before the car shows up at auction, day 2, that car is in front of hundreds of wholesalers in your market, and you're doing all of that at no charge.
I'm seeing so what you're saying is, instead of letting cars sit and wait for when you're going to take them to wholesale, be your own marketing platform. Wholesalers will come to your platform to look at all the cars that are available. If they want to do the deal,
they bid on the car.
Right.
Straightforward.
Now, one of the things I wasn't aware of, you've been in the business longer than I have, you were saying that dealers stopped doing direct deals and went to these third-party wholesalers for a reason. Tell viewers today a little bit of the history, because, well, it was new for me.
Yeah, so there's actually 3 reasons. The first one, and really the most disappointing in our industry, was backroom deals. So some unscrupulous used car managers would take those little, VIGs on the side to sell a car a little bit cheaper to a wholesaler. It was really hard for an owner, dealer principal, to figure out who was doing what. You know, why does this guy suddenly have $1 million house? And you didn't quite know.
Well, he was getting an extra 50 or 75 bucks on the side.
Exactly. And by going with an auction, an actual trackable online auction, you eliminate that. And one of the unique features of our software is nobody sees who the bidder is until the transaction has finished. So there's no risk of that happening. And the second reason that dealers kicked people out, the wholesalers out, because some of them were disruptive. They would show up at random times. Month end, you got a triage going on at your dealership, and 3 guys are looking for the keys to a wholesale piece that's buried in the snow.
So for a dealer who lists their cars, their wholesale cars, on your platform, how do they control when dealers want to come, wholesale dealers want to come and kick the tires and look at the stuff?
Depending on the size of the dealer. Tiny, smaller dealers that only have a few cars going to auction each week, we recommend digital only, which basically is you list your cars and you don't really get involved in viewing days, because it's hard to get people to come for 1s and 2s.
That's right.
But a mid-sized dealer or a small dealer group that can consolidate some cars together, we recommend what we call a viewing day or a transaction day, where wholesalers can come into their dealership and take a look at the cars and bring their own dealer plates so that you're no liability. And we'd recommend you have a responsible lot manager, or even the used car manager, kind of glad-handing and warm welcoming these business people into your dealership, because a $100 profit on a $500 car is still 20% on your money. You multiply that out over the year, try to find 20% on a $20,000 car. It's pretty hard to do.
That's right.
So warm welcome, block the guys you don't want. If there's bad buyers in your market, we have the ability to cut them off so they don't see your cars anymore. And your competitors, you may not want to have your competitors know what you're taking in on trade. That's another one, block those 2. But for everybody else, have them all look, why not?
Right. And so what we're really doing is taking the education that you mentioned earlier, dealers went through to learn how to better merchandise and connect their retail vehicles with in-market shoppers. What you're just saying is, look, here's the platform for a direct dealer visibility with the controls, with a significant cost savings.
Absolutely.
So let's think of a 10-store group or a 15-store group. With your experience, what type of savings? I mean, this sounds like, for a very active dealer group, this could be a $500,000, $1 million savings or more a year.
All day long, all day long.